This upcoming week. Well, man, but I'm gonna send you a link after this.
All right.
Yeah, but I seen you.
Yeah. The better, bro. I'm trying not to sit here and have to be applying for all these fucking jobs and shit.
I get it, man. I get it.
Man, they could have gave me a heads up. I'm like, hey, we don't want you here. I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh yeah, you chilling right next to R. Kelly, dog.
No, man, ain't my right spot. Am I supposed to be right here?
Yeah, that's your spot.
No, this Darnell supposed to be on the bottom. I'm knowing
over there. The R. Kelly, whoever the fuck that is.
R. Kelly OJ.
Oh,
hell no, don't associate me in the same name with this dude. Man, why I feel like we ain't had a pod in forever, bro. Okay.
Because we ain't talked about it in the group chat. We've been busy.
Bro, getting out class, bro. Man.
I did my best not to put classes on Wednesdays.
I couldn't help it. I had to. I gave myself, hey, man, I can make it some days if you let us out early enough.
Darnell right like a torture chair, bro.
You said what happened?
Look like a torture chair.
For me, torture chair.
Yeah, Darnell chair, man. Like niggas about to get.
Oh, I'm finna get water.
You about to have one of them signs posted up.
Man.
Oh, yeah, we wait for Darnell to get back. So, how y'all doing? What's up, everybody? I'm your host, humble host, I should say. I got OJ with me. We got Darnell. He doing something. He right there. There go Darnell. I don't think Mel gonna be joining us today. He on the road once again. Busy man. We might have to renegotiate doing these on Wednesdays, but we'll talk about that later. But if you just joining us, thank y'all for joining us. Welcome to the It Gets Deep podcast. I'm your humble host, Tope, and today show is going to be about the trauma bond. What is a trauma bond? As in, like, you got childhood trauma. Oh, there go Mel right there. You got childhood trauma. You got you trauma bonding with somebody, like such as usually academics and his chick, or
go on mute, Mel.
And things of that nature. What causes it? How do you intervene once you realize you have trauma? How do you solve that? We're gonna talk about those things, but before we get into anything, I just want to play a video. I previewed it earlier with Darnell just to see if it worked. And yeah, it worked. It's about a 3-minute video, but we're gonna stop. We ain't gonna play the whole 3 minutes.
Y'all, we finna get a video, y'all. This don't normally happen.
Yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, go ahead. While y'all in here, go ahead and share the video while it's playing, and let's get people in here. We got 2 people in here right now.
A 5-year Walmart employee here in the Metro loses her job for posting a video that has gone viral.
Felicia Darling says when the child entered the Byram store last week during record-breaking cold temperatures wearing only a diaper, well, she had to do something. I spoke to her tonight, and she says she knew she had to do something quick. Felicia Darling said something to the mother, as did a male customer. Here's some of the interaction.
He came in here without that jacket on. Yeah, he did. Obviously. That baby just had a pamper on. That's all he got on. I can't.
He's just an innocent soul. He didn't ask to be here. So I took action and I started recording her. In the video, she threw cold food on the baby.
Yeah, don't do that.
And he sadly just looked down.
Somebody called police on her.
It seemed like in his eyes, he was just looking for help. He was crying out for help.
Get out there, man.
A man was telling her, you throwing cold food on the baby. She walks off and flirts.
I yeah, don't do that. Somebody call police. No, what's wrong with you? Somebody call police on her. Who are you? Lower my voice. Lower your voice. Who are you? Get out that man, please.
Crazy.
What the hell? Somebody call the police on her.
Go ahead, CPS already called 2 times. I keep paying. So long as you got hot water, fire extinguisher.
But when you come in the store fully dressed in your baby's name.
Now, I'm going to call the cops right now.
A customer in a riding shopping cart purchases an outfit for the boy and dresses him while the mother flips through her phone.
After the lady in the riding cart put the outfit on the baby, she walks out of Walmart and started walking to her car. Was walking to her car. A cop was walking behind her, and they arrested her and they took the baby. They took the baby and CPS was called.
26-year-old Cambria Darby was arrested and charged with child neglect. Child Protective Services released the child to a family member. Byram police say Darby has bonded out. We reached out to Walmart after Darling was fired. This is their statement in full. Quote, "We share the concern others have for the child in the video in our store in Jackson, Mississippi. We don't discuss personnel matters involving current or former associates. All associates are encouraged and empowered to use their judgment in contacting authorities when they see something that may be wrong. However, all associates are also expected to follow the Walmart Code of Conduct." End quote.
So there y'all have it. Trauma.
Hey, first of all, clap it up for our technician with the video.
Hey, man, I gotta get my audio right.
Man. Hey, I like that.
I gotta get my audio right.
I'll say he got the video working, but his audio's fucked up, you know. So it's like he gotta sacrifice something.
It's always a sacrifice with this thing.
There's always something going on, man.
Hey, man.
But now y'all
coming up slowly but surely.
Niggas. Now y'all don't watch that video. Hey, y'all niggas about to rap the whole time. Y'all lucky I got the motherfucking soundboard. You lucky I got the motherfucking soundboard. Yay. Now I got y'all attention. Y'all watch that video before y'all lose your train of thought. What y'all think? What's your first thoughts?
Man, how you gonna leave your kid out there like that? Like you just gonna put your kid out and just walk off? Like there's not cameras nearby. I mean, I don't know how you thought, like, all right, this is a time I need to, you know, like I could leave my kid now. You know, like that's crazy to me. It's like if you're gonna do something like that, you gotta go to like a forest or something and just put them out in the woods and just run off.
Lock her ass up. That's what I think.
Hey Mel, you can turn your camera off if you need to, man.
Yeah, I think lock her ass up. That's what I think.
So I want to say that too, but she probably got enough people, you know, on that side. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right? So I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and say she also came from a broken home. She also came from a torn place, and with society, what she sees, especially in that case, she went straight to her phone to scroll. Can't even be present in what's happening right now. She went to her phone to scroll, and I'm guilty of that too, of not being present in moments and just deciding to scroll to almost escape. So she brings a child out, and she might not have any clothes for the baby, but she is spending money on other stuff as well. So it's all bad, and I feel like she just needs the right guidance to be a good parent, because not all mothers are good moms, not all fathers are good fathers. That's my best. So not to say that she shouldn't be locked up, but she is it looks like she's a single mom, and she is a victim of our society, but she also has her own choices to make.
Yeah,
so
locking her up.
She isn't wrong in what she did, but I'm trying to say that she is a victim of what our society has created. It's what our society has created. It's what our culture creates. Women twerking is her reflex, bro. You gotta realize that.
That's her defense mechanism.
She said, "Hold on, I'm gonna twerk because that's what I know how to do." It's insane, bro.
How you got enough decency to put some clothes? It's cold outside. Let me put some clothes. Let me put a sweater on me. But your baby just got a diaper on like that. Come on,
that's the thing. I do believe she had every intention of leaving that kid there. I don't think she.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like you talking about she grew up in I get it. She grew up in a traumatic environment. Now the kid's growing up in another traumatic environment. But it gets to a point where you gotta have some type of fucking decency about you. Like Mel said, you bring your kid out with no diaper, then you throwing frozen vegetables on them. Like that's torture, bro.
Well, she wasn't intentionally throwing frozen vegetables on. She was being attacked. Listen, man, when you get attacked by a couple people that you don't know, like y'all have never been in a situation at Walmart where you're being attacked by people verbally.
Have you?
You have?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, y'all verbally attack me all the time, so it's really hard to be calm and be just like y'all just did. You have to be patient, and this thing have to grow and build, man. Once again, I'm on his. I'm only defending her. You said what?
So you on her side?
Nah, I'm playing devil's advocate. What happened to her? Her getting locked up, the baby getting taken away, should have happened. But I'm just trying to say, I'm trying to speak for her because she's not here to speak for herself.
He's saying everything that the way she was responding was a nervous response.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like when you yelling at somebody and they start laughing. That shit pissed me off. That shit pissed me off. I know that's a nervous response, but that shit pisses me off every single time, without fail.
One of the people bought her baby some clothes though. Like that was dope.
I think. But do you think they could have did it in a better way?
I think she could have done it in a better way and put some clothes on her baby.
I guess you can't see the full interaction because it was like. It started off when the video starts. It's them already into a escalated situation.
How I imagine it when somebody sent a baby with no clothes on. I was like, oh, the baby ain't got no damn clothes on. I mean, yeah, it probably could have went about it a better way than that, but.
Hey, that reminded me of that Dave Chappelle skit when he saw the baby. Baby, what you out here doing? Why you outside by yourself?
Hey, baby,
my kids.
Yeah, man, but yeah, you got to realize, man. I'm trying to speak from. I mean, I'm talking from a male perspective, but I'm trying to speak for her in the sense of why she did what she did. I'm saying, man, she was embarrassed, man. I see somebody in the comments. She was embarrassed, and she really didn't know how to react to. Like, she got caught. She probably realized. Like, oh snap! I came out the house with my baby with no clothes on.
Yeah,
because she probably did that. She probably went to take him to the laundromat inside the apartment complex, or she probably ran to the grocery store, left him in the car once before. But in this case, she decided to bring him in the store.
Oh, you giving her the autopilot defense?
Nah, but they said it was cold outside. Like it was when it was cold outside.
Bro, there's no autopilot defense what she's supposed to do.
When you take the baby outside of your apartment door, she should have some clothes on. It should be like
what I'm telling y'all is I'm just saying hypothetical, man. She probably came back from work. She probably got off work and had him at the house. I come from a place where my mom was a single mom. So I mean, when I say I did everything underneath the sun while my mom wasn't there, and it's like
when you outside,
moms that can't live in their full feminine have to they honestly run on autopilot.
Man, here you go.
I mean, we can say that. We can say that for everybody.
It's full feminine.
That child is old enough to say something like, "Hey, I'm cold." That child is old enough to say something to the mom. The mom just ignored the child.
Bro, she came in.
You putting a stress argument on there, OJ.
I'm not.
And you got three mothers. You got three mothers in the chat right now that ain't on her side.
I'm not saying I'm on her side.
I know. What you
am. I'm not. What I'm saying is she deserved to be locked up.
For sake of conversation, I get it.
But she came into the store without anything on, but she still decided to put a jacket on the baby because she realized she fucked up.
No, she didn't put the baby.
The jacket on the baby.
Huh?
She didn't put the jacket on the baby.
No, she put a jacket on him, but she did that to get people to shut the fuck up.
No, she didn't.
But listen to this.
And put the jacket on him.
Somebody bought that.
Yeah, somebody
we as a society are.
They bought clothes. He already had. Somebody put a jacket on this, and then the lady in the electric chair came up and gave him some clothes. She ripped the tags off, put the clothes on him.
So she just had the jacket in her hand and she ain't put.
I don't know where the jacket came from.
If y'all go back and look at the video, it was a jacket on the baby in the cart, and we don't have the whole story, but would it sound like she had already been through this before? As long as you have a fire extinguisher, running water, so it sounded like somebody had already called CPS on her prior to. So what I'm saying is,
Did you say fire extinguisher?
That's why you say fire extinguisher and running water. I thought you were talking about the story.
What are you rapping like camera?
OJ said something about that. It makes sense.
She said as long as you need. Did y'all hear the story?
Yeah, the lady in the video said, I got a fire extinguisher, running water. She was like, call the cops.
Yeah, as long as she can't be an unfit mother, as long as you have these things in your household.
I don't got
a fire extinguisher. Like, I don't think I even have a fire extinguisher.
I got
most people got a fire extinguisher underneath their cabinet in the kitchen.
I might have one underneath the sink.
You don't got fire extinguisher?
I don't have a fire extinguisher. My kids be in my house.
Bro, I got a fire sprinkler system. That's probably why I don't have it.
I have actual fire extinguishers. I got one in my kitchen.
I got fire suppressor system here.
Yeah, I have a fire extinguisher in my kitchen.
Y'all big
you need to get one.
$1. Get you a fire.
Yeah. But they call CPS on me, bro. That's on the checklist for this weekend, I guess.
Bro, you should have a med. You should have a med kit. You should have a fire extinguisher.
Oh, don't get him started.
All you need is running water and a fire extinguisher. Apparently, you take care of a child.
I don't have no med kit either.
This ain't no emergency. I'm just saying, like, basic necessities. You should have a first aid kit at least. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
don't know. I think for a child, that's even worse having a first aid kit.
Yeah,
because anybody kids getting everything, bro. And next thing you know, they done ate like 18 pills of ibuprofen, and you taking it to poison control center.
Oh,
not a selection, bro.
They can throw up. That's
not a selection.
I don't know, nah, bro. I'm just saying, like, there's stuff like alcohol. It could pop the isopropyl alcohol. Next thing you know,
oh yeah, they blind.
Stomach burning, face burning. Like, I'm just saying, it's like there's so much stuff to get into with a medical kit that it might actually be better not to have one around them.
Oh, I got you. Well, if y'all just joining us, thank y'all for joining. It's the It's Get Deep podcast. We're talking about the trauma bond. We just reviewed a video. A woman in Mississippi got arrested for not clothing her child. I mean, she was in Walmart. It was inclement weather, and the people weren't having it, man. They was upset with her. You got to treat these children right. Have y'all ever seen an example of a child child neglect in real life?
All the time.
All the time. Like, what is that? Like, give me an example. Have you intervened? Have you intervened? And if y'all in the chat, join in. I want to hear from y'all. Have y'all seen a child get neglected? Did y'all intervene, or y'all just gossip about it later?
So back when I was in the projects, a lot of the kids who I used to run around with, or their mom used to work just like mine did, and they didn't have food. So they didn't have like ramen noodles. Like struggle sandwich, sleep sandwiches. Like that was some people's like meal, like best meal for the week. It was a pack of ramen noodles. Because a lot of times they probably just eating chips or the school lunch, whatever the case may be, and not necessarily eating dinner. So I definitely broke bread with a lot, and it's probably, now I'm thinking about it, it's probably why I'm so willing just to give out stuff, because it's kind of how I've always been raised. Kids who ain't eating something, I'm telling my mom, hey mom, somebody such ain't eating, all right, let's go get them some food. It's just how it takes a village, man. So you got a single mom with 2-3 kids, baby daddy ain't necessarily, but once again, I'm not gonna talk about that situation because that's on them. They decided to sleep together, but the dad decided to dip off, and now she's raising 3 kids and by herself. And whether she probably got to fall out with her family, like it's always some kind of long drawn out story, right? So she's in this world trying to do it on her own, and you gotta help out. It takes. We need help. We need to help each other out.
But do you think there's a common denominator in that? Like you said, baby
broken
daddy.
home.
Well, I understand it's a broken home. That's not the common denominator. I'm getting that here. That
Oh, no man.
You don't let me explain.
Oh shit. Well, okay, my bad.
Right.
Man, this dude always on a power trip. Yeah, don't you always on a power trip? Y'all, am I tripping? Tripping. Go ahead, Cam. My apologies, sir.
Fuck nigga. I can go. Well, yeah, I'm saying, do you think it's a common denominator? Because I'm not. It's not like a woman bash thing or anything like that. But it's like, if the men are constantly leaving, your family don't want nothing to do with you. You can't find reasonable employment. These kids starving, but you're not willing to like at least give them away so they can have that life. Do you feel like in that situation the woman would be the problem? She's not necessarily the cause of the trauma, but the contributing factor to it.
Well, I don't think people are just born evil or born bad. I think that all these things are taught, and just like you can learn something, you can unlearn something. You can switch habits, right? You can change the way you move and think and talk. And once again, it takes a village. It's a real thing. So if she does have a problem with her family, she does have a problem with the relationship she's been in. Like, it may be her, and that's where we talk about therapy. That she might have needed therapy. She might have needed a group of other women who are doing good. She might just need to surround herself with women who she might not even think it's possible. She might not even think that her getting out of her struggle is a possibility, which is insane. A lot of people live like that. A lot of people think, well, this is what life is. I'm just gonna work this job for the rest of my life. And it's like, you don't have to do that. You can navigate. You can go through these different avenues to get grants and get more help with the kids. And it's not, you don't have to just go on unemployment just to make money, or WIC, or whatever the case may be. You can make it out of this.
Most, not all, but most. What is most? Like, you saying majority, you saying minority? Most isn't like a very classified, quantifiable amount here. Most, not all, but most women don't wake up and say, "I want to be a single parent." I agree with that. That is
But the reality is, if you decide not to be with if you decide not to lay down with somebody who's conscious and responsible in their own life, then you have to only assume that when you have a child with this person, they're not going to be. And it's not every scenario. This is this scenario for her. She's probably in the club hanging out like we've all done before. One night stand, boom, you have a child. That's all it takes.
I mean, wouldn't that be her choice though? At that point,
100% it is her choice.
Sleep with somebody.
Yeah,
I'm saying it is her choice.
Abortions and stuff like that. That's
yeah. Listen, I ain't trying to get into that.
That's not something I'm gonna even dive into. Not right now.
I never want to talk about women in their
body. I'm just saying the fact that you slept with somebody, that is a personal choice.
If you're gonna get into abortion, you're gonna have to get women up on the pod. That's that. We can't talk about abortion without women on the pod. We can't do that. But I agree with that. As far as trauma go, like the reason we bring up trauma is because a lot of men are affected by the trauma. We see a lot of black men in jail, a lot of black men with mental issues. They take it out on women. They take it out on other men. We see, we already know men are the victims of most violent crimes. You know what I'm saying? So, and most of that is due to the single parent household that they get from that trauma, not having that relationship established. How do you get out of that? How do you get out of that death trap? I've seen people do it, but it's all about exposure, right? But how do you get out of that death trap? How do you break that trauma bond, that trauma cycle?
Yeah, I often say, because trauma bond and trauma cycle, it'd be different terms.
I mean, you bonded through your parent. Your parent trauma bonded with you. They make you dependent on them in some senses. I've seen.
Yeah,
that's not necessarily a trauma bond, though.
That is a trauma bond, very much so.
How is your being with your parents a trauma bond?
If your parents is a contributing factor to your trauma, it's called like codependency. That's trauma. Still you bonded through your trauma.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. I know what I think you're alluding to, like a situation like us being on the boat together.
You talking
The
like the husband, like the husbands and shit, like when women have children,
like that, yeah.
And like they literally making their kid into the man that they want them to be. Okay.
That and then I've even heard people, they get jobs and they end up giving their parents all of their money to support their family.
Like I wasn't necessarily that's trauma. That could be just guilt. I think it's more of a guilt thing than a trauma.
Is guilt part of trauma? Why are you guilty?
No, what I'm saying is not guilty as in like the parents were traumatized. It's the fact that like, hey, I'm up now. My parents, they took care of me. So now I got to reach back and give them, a better.
In some scenarios, I
that's what I'm.
It's a healthy factor to it, but I'm talking about like I'm saying I seen it and when we was in the Navy, it was a guy on another boat. He was literally sending his whole check to his family. And in the way that, in my opinion, that's manipulation. His parents was manipulating him to get his whole check.
Yeah.
Like he didn't
that's some people's culture though. That's some people's culture though.
That's a white dude.
Yeah. That don't make. I mean, his culture could be different though. That don't mean. I mean, culture don't necessarily mean black or white. It's just
when you don't have enough money to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
bro. When you send your whole check back to your people, either they got some major dirt on you, or
he was
it's something seriously wrong. Because no parent should ever want their kid having to give their whole check to them.
Yeah. To me, I mean, we can all probably agree on that. It's just like if you don't have enough money to eat for yourself and your family is blood sucking you, taking everything that you got, I don't think they really have your best interests.
Yeah,
they might not know it though. You might be sending the check and they don't know you ain't eating. They just know, oh yeah, he went to go do this, and
that's true.
We all piling our money together. Like some coaches, they like piling money. We doing this. All right, we pay for you to go to school now. You going to school, you taking care of your little sister. That's what we.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's like
sacrifice, man.
They start living together and stuff like that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but we don't know. Like, if you sending your whole check and they don't know you're not eating, we can't. Like, that's honestly, when we was in the military, they do give us the option of having 3 meals a day for free, pretty much. If you're not eating this, you can't eat.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. If somebody's sending a whole check back, bro, like again, you as the recipient, if you really had that person's best interest at heart, bro, you would not allow that to happen.
That's not true, bro. That's not true. Y'all think about it one dimensional. Like think about right now who you care about.
I'm thinking about it if I'm getting the money. So why don't you were to give me your whole check, bro? Like nah, like bro, that'd be like why would you not feel guilty about that?
I love you, dog, but we ain't got that kind of love. I'm just saying
that's just not how we was brought up. Like if we was brought up in a system that hey, all the money come here, then we divvy it up. Like we buy this, we buy that, we buy that. That's just how it is. You wouldn't know no difference. And also the head of that household could be doing the best. Like this all out of love. Like we buying this. This is for our whole family.
I agree.
Well, then that's him making an investment. That's not him just sending his whole check back. That's him making an investment for him. So guess what? He has a safe place to land too. That's different.
We're thinking about it in an American form of like, okay, I think we're thinking of it y'all thinking about it one direction. And me and Mel on the same page. If that's his culture, and he understands that he has to struggle for a moment to make sure his family is okay, because he does have a better life than they do right now, because he knows where it came from. Yeah, you're gonna see your whole check back.
But bro, that's the thing though. Like that is not okay. Well, I think we're talking about two different things here. Because again, that's him making an investment for his family. Because that's the thing. He's also part of that. Right, because at home, that all that money he's going to, he knows that hey, I get out of there, I'm going back home, and I got something there. Right, that's an investment. Right now, I know people that have sent their whole checks back home. Right, and I'm thinking like, yeah, I don't think that people got their best interest at heart, because you send them money like every week, hundreds of dollars. Like I'm thinking these people are using you. This isn't a a communal.
Family
I know what you're talking about. It's a very communal thing. It's very like like. For instance, I think a lot of Asian Americans that moved here did the same thing. They got here, started working, bought a house, raised their kids up in it. The extended family stayed there. All that is a very like the family wasn't just your offspring. It was also your cousins, your uncles, nieces, nephews, aunts, and whatever, right? But like you said, like in like U.S., we typically don't live like that. Now there is a cultural component to that, but I'm not talking about those cultures like that. I'm talking about literally somebody like, all right, guys on a boat that have girlfriends, right? And they're spending all their money on these girlfriends and stuff, right? Just
Idiots.
right?
That's dumb. That's trauma.
Like sipping isn't just for
that's completely different. We don't call that trauma bond. We call that something else.
Well, I mean that's not a romantic interest thing. That's more that's getting played, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, your family can do the same thing.
I agree.
So that gets us into you. Since you brought it up, let's talk about DJ Academics a little bit. Then, are y'all caught up on his situation a little bit?
No, give us a clip notes.
So him and his chick, they've been going through it for the past few years, right? She done beat his ass. He done beat her ass a little bit. He claimed he the prize. He yells it at her. She took $500,000 from him, tricked it off on other dudes. Went down to start living down there in Houston. This, that, and the third. She took videos of him naked, sent it to other big YouTubers to try to get them to talk trash about him. And they still together.
Hey, I don't get into this.
Yeah, she put a spell on him. Sorry, yeah, she put a spell on him, bro.
I don't get in the mess. He ain't the prize. All right, so two things real quick. Number one, I really don't get into domestic disputes. Talk about people's relationships. So they're gonna do what they're gonna do. Ike and Tina, whether it's name a relationship. Will and Jada, I don't really get into it. But I'm gonna talk about this. For one, he don't truly feel like he's the prize because he keep going back to a woman who degrades him. I think any person, not just a man, but any person who think they're the prize won't continue to get abused by anybody, family, friends. It doesn't happen. Now, especially once you realize that hey, listen, I'm the one with the value in this relationship. Once again, family, friends, whatever the case may be, I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm going to remove myself from this person. So he doesn't. Well, Academics got bread, but he's a ugly, fat, short, stubby looking dude. He ain't really. You can have all the money, bro, but you can't pay. You can't pay to look good.
So OJ.
Nigga, you wish, dog. You see that smile? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. I might not have the money he got, but shit, I don't look nothing like that nigga.
Hey man, look, you need a haircut, OJ.
I was gonna wear a do-rag, but yeah, fuck it. Y'all niggas got beanies on, so I know yours probably busted.
Uh-huh.
Man, you can't see Mary, but he probably ain't had a cut either.
I always wear beanies.
Not since I came out to San Antonio.
Oh yeah.
Cold in here, bro.
You looking rough too.
It's not working.
So what you think? Darnell? You said what'd you say earlier? You say she put a root on him?
She put a spell on him, man. I mean, I don't know. I think some people are addicted to like toxicity, to a sense that they don't. It's toxic. They don't know that it's toxic, right? Or they know it, but they still like they like it, Like some people like pain. Some people are masochists, and he might be a masochist, in this sense.
He probably down there eating her period blood.
Bro, you put that dude. Yo, what?
Oh, that man a vampire.
Yeah, you a fucking.
What does that say?
The crazy.
Nah, he definitely know what's going on. Like it ain't no way you could. He talk about it like she be doing all this shit. He just fuck with her, bro. Like I don't know what it is. Like I couldn't do it. That shit weird. Like why you record naked? Like you recording me naked? You trying to, you know what I'm saying? You sitting there trying to embarrass me?
That comment that made 5 people drop off.
Yeah, yeah. You killed the audience, dog.
They're like, what the fuck?
What kind of podcast I done got into?
I'm at work. I can't. Oh, my bad, y'all. But I think like you said, OJ, it takes a certain kind of person to not stay in that type of situation, to know your worth, and just not put yourself in that situation. It's kind of like when you get into or you see these celebrities in a relationship and you hear like in the court cases that the significant other was filming them during an argument. You know what I'm saying? Like how you saw Jonathan Majors, you saw that with Johnny Depp. And that was just kind of like once somebody starts filming you, that should be a sign to get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
like
why are you looking
for evidence?
You should just treat all of your arguments like that, all of your responses that way. I mean, you shouldn't get out of character or say nothing that you just saying out of anger. Like everything that, especially when you're mad, like treat it like it is being recorded, like somebody else watching you. That way, like whatever you saying, you checking yourself. Like
this is man, you dropping some bombs tonight, dog.
Man, that's stressful, man.
It ain't no, because you when you just
literally have the
shit,
camera on
you just
24/7,
shit,
man.
bro. Like if you just say like, damn bitch, you make me want to kill you sometimes. That's you saying that out of anger. And then now you fuck like this nigga said he want to kill me. And now you got a restraining order and she about to take all your shit. If you can check yourself in the moment of anger, bro, you will save yourself a lot of fucking bullshit.
That's fast,
you ever called your girl a bitch before?
Me? Yeah, yeah. Me?
I don't.
I don't now, but like I have. Nigga, I'm almost 35 years. Nigga, I've said anything.
I brought my ex. That was her name.
What you mean? Like not I haven't like called nobody like I can say myself like we arguing. Yeah, I'm letting that shit. I'm letting everything. I'm trying to piss you off.
Hey, the definition of trauma bonding. So wait, actually, before I say some shit like that, what do y'all consider trauma bonding?
What we are,
like rebounds and stuff, like rebounds.
Your relationship is based off of trauma. Like it don't necessarily have to be purely based off of that, but y'all have a bond that is like. I don't want to say purely based on trauma, but y'all have a traumatic experience that y'all bond through. Like this is.
I don't know. I think a lot of bonds way though.
But you're saying like the bond actually like is what makes the relationship function, or like what do you? Everybody, I feel like everybody goes through like some type of
it's
traumatic.
just a shared experience that y'all have. That's like a trauma bond.
Okay.
You know how like you gotta find things in common, right? Like y'all gotta have like something in common, right? I think the trauma part, right? Let's say, hey, I had a breakup, my ex cheated on me, and then she had a break, her ex cheated on her, and then like we kind of like bond emotionally through sharing those experiences that we've had. Something like that, or it could be like, hey, I lost my parent, I lost a parent, she lost a parent. It could be stuff like that. It could be like childhood stuff. It's bonding over, I guess, very influential, very, I guess,
traumatic
events, life events. Right? I think that's what like the trauma bonding is. That's my I guess definition of trauma bonding.
I'm gonna say our friendship is a big part of that is based off of us being trauma bonded. And it's because no matter where I go, every Submariner, you can't fake that. You can't replicate that. You have to have went through going out to sea to truly understand what it feels like. And anytime I talk to another Submariner, it's like, okay, bro, we can automatically, we might not be the best of friends, but even people who I didn't necessarily dislike, I would probably like them more than I did some random ass person.
I wouldn't say that's trauma though. That's just a shared experience. It's not necessarily trauma. It's just a shared experience. It's like, if I play football, right, and I run into somebody else, let's say I walked onto a D1 team, right? I run into somebody else who walked on, right? Okay, so we got that shared experience of being walk on. So like,
bro, you mean to tell me, and this is I want you to think really hard about all the people in your life. We hadn't seen each other face to face in years. We hadn't seen each other face to face in in probably about a couple of years. May I seen you 2 weeks ago, and we still rock with each other. Why is that? It's not because y'all just the coolest people in the world. Cause y'all some fuck niggas.
I'm definitely a fuck nigga.
Okay,
but once again, we went through something that was, well, believe it or not, it was traumatic, man.
Well, if that's the case, then how come we all don't have the same relationship then? Because we're all on the same boat. It should be 150 of us on the damn podcast, but it's not, right? Because the thing is, there's some dudes you get along with because of other shared experiences.
But right? You don't share. But you've been through other parts of life, and you don't have this same type of relationship with other people.
Okay, but again, but there's other factors like other shared experience I have, and just personalities that allow for that to happen. And what's what I'm saying is like the whole submarine thing is just like 1/1%, right?
How about this? Here's a little test. Think about everybody who you really rock with, and think about why y'all are really friends. And I'm gonna tell you, it probably is either a friend of a friend or y'all went through some shit together. Simple as that. I mean, I think it's that simple anyways.
Just going through some shit.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to necessarily go through some shit, in a sense. It doesn't have to be traumatic.
That could be because you went to school together.
But you just define traumatic as something that
for a trauma bond, yes. But what I'm saying is our friendship isn't necessarily based on trauma, right?
It's not based on it, but it has a big part of it. You take out us going out to submarines, and as like you said, I have interacted with a whole bunch of people. But once again, I guarantee you get into the same space as some of those people who you used to talk to, and you most likely could rekindle a different kind of connection because life has changed.
I won't punch half the motherfuckers in the face, man. What you mean? Bro, no.
But I mean, y'all get what I'm trying to get at. I'm not saying that you got to be cool with everybody who you trauma bonded with. And I'm going to say our experiences on submarines is different from everybody else's experience on submarines. But I'm closer to y'all than a lot of people who I go to work with every day, or people who I've even known from the past.
Okay, see that comment right there, right? Now take that comment and apply it to us being on a submarine with like 150, 180 other motherfuckers, right? You know what I'm saying? We rock with each other because we got to know each other and know that, okay, this person, hey, we're solid, right? Not everybody is going to be like that, right? And what I'm saying is the whole submariner thing goes to the back burner. That just happened to be the circumstances in which we met, not how we bonded. That's
name a black dude that was on the sub that you didn't like.
Speed Allen. I ain't like that motherfucker, man.
Speed, if you watching, dog, I'm not saying
OJ was okay.
OJ.
Cam, you was an outsider, dog. I want you to know that, man.
Yeah, I know. I was nobody like me. I'll take that.
Brian, I don't have anything bad to say about Brian, but I'm just like, I don't think me and Brian would have been cool like that. You know what I'm saying?
Brian's cool. Brian wasn't in. He was.
I couldn't say. Brown.
Hell no.
Who the fuck is that?
Brown, if you watching this, fuck you, Brown.
There's a black Brown.
Yeah, there's a black Brown. It's an A-ganger, bro. I'm like,
whoa. I don't know white Brown, but
I don't know about him, but
oh shit! You're talking about
Bullock. I don't say Bullock. I haven't really hung around Bullock, but I guess he's all right. I don't know. I haven't really been around Bullock, so I can't really say. Some people I just ain't really hang around with to be like, yeah, we're gonna be cool on that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you meet somebody like, I ain't really.
It was only English and I was there.
You know what I'm saying? So it depends. It's not you talking. Being black. Granted, that was like a commonality that we bonded with. That's
because we black on his white.
Yeah, I know, very very white space. Yeah. So culture.
All right, all right. Let me get to this last topic. So, y'all seeing the rise in teacher-student relations?
Crazy.
Oh, these teachers be bad too. Like, what were these?
I just seen guys in the group chat go, "Man, where the fuck were these teachers when we was coming up?"
Exactly.
How do
y'all think that experience is for those 15-year-old boys or high school boys? Because you see, like the friends be the ones exposing it. Parents seem like they be cool with it for the most part.
Jealous.
The one I just saw, the mom found out and she told.
How y'all think that's traumatic for the kids?
I don't think the sex is necessarily traumatic. I think what happens afterwards, the fallout's traumatic. Can be more traumatic.
Not for boys though. Not for us.
For a 15-year-old boy or a 16-year-old boy, like you already. I mean, if you having sex, I would have been too scared to fucking teach her. Or I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
How to even go about that, but
hey, hold on. Mel, Dontrell said you normally don't be cool with light-skinned dudes, but for me, he'll make an exception.
Dontrell be on.
Yeah.
Hey, to this day, like in Houston, I only got a couple light-skinned friends.
You don't act like a light-skinned dude, Dontrell. That's why.
That's a fact.
Man, Dontrell still hands down the blackest, the darkest light skinned nigga I know easily.
Yeah.
Well, he used to be anyways. He actually extend his skin color now.
Oh man, that's sad.
And he said he went corporate.
But they you see the profile picture, don't you? Here come the comments, y'all. He gonna be on my neck now. I did to myself.
Oh, business casual head ass boy. All right, man. You were saying
I got a 780 credit score head ass boy.
Oh, I drive a hybrid vehicle head ass boy.
Well, I guarantee he uses it indubitably. Indubitably.
Hey, he goes by Don West now.
Oh shit.
I don't know what the
West the third.
Mel, you were saying though about the 15-year-olds.
Oh, yeah, if you're having sex at 15, I mean, what's the difference between if it's that or a teacher? Like,
shit.
What was the question? What's the difference?
If you're having sex at 15, like, I mean, what's the difference if it's a teacher or if it's some just girl in high school? I don't think you really be tripping.
Legalities?
Yeah, but that's the thing, that the legalities change from state to state.
Yeah. Well, but
no, the teachers. I mean, it's always like the teacher-student thing is always illegal. But I'm just saying.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what he's saying. That's the difference. The teacher is in a supervisory position, so it's like your boss having sex with you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm letting y'all know.
Yeah, but are they really? But my thing is, are they really taking advantage of the power dynamic? Or are they just, like the boy is horny and like teacher gave him some.
At the end of the day, you can't really call it. You can't say because
I'm saying you can't really say. And my thing is,
what if whenever he want to say like, "Hey, I'm done," like, bro, I got a girlfriend my age. I'm done with you, and she like, well, if you're done, you gonna start failing my class or shit like that. So that's why you shouldn't, like, as a grown ass adult, you shouldn't be fucking with no. Like, I don't understand it.
That shit is nasty all around.
I'm gonna agree that it is nasty, but I'm letting y'all know right now. When I was 15, I couldn't handle no grown ass woman, bro. Not no mature woman. Shit,
you know why that is though? And this is why it's weird, because when we was in high school, normally the girls was getting picked up by the adult men, older dudes. So with that happening, they would be a lot more mature because those dudes would be teaching them things that that obviously we wouldn't have known.
Yeah, sure.
So it's crazy to see the dynamic change to where a 24-year-old, 30-year-old woman is going after this young boy. You know what I'm saying? Where it was normal for girls to be dating older men because that's what made them more mature than us.
Hey, I got a theory about that though. About the whole
why has it shifted? Man, obviously we see it's more women teachers now, obviously. But why is that dynamic shifted to where now, like, they actually are having sex with?
Hold on. I think it's twofold. For one, I think it's just more common now because of social media. Like, it's been happening, but now it's getting out into national news now. So I think it appears as if the occurrence is actually getting higher when it's actually not. It's just simply we just know about it more. Okay. And I think a second thing is that for whatever reason, I guess there is a kind of like a epidemic or pandemic, endemic, whatever you want to call it, of, I guess, men not having sex. There's a lot of men that are celibate now.
Yeah.
And I guess that leaves more opportunity for these women to want to, I guess, prey on.
Where you heard that from?
younger boys.
Well, it's like a statistic out there that says like 80% of men between the ages of
like 70% of men are like sexist in the last year. So I mean, I don't believe that, but I mean,
I do believe that
70%. 7 out of 10 dudes, you're around 7 out of 10 dudes ask them, hey, when's the last time you had sex? It's gonna be 6 months.
Bro, I can almost guarantee that men, especially, they don't even know how to approach a woman, let alone a woman letting her guard down enough to say, yeah, I'm okay with this dude. Like one night stands, people don't.
So then
people don't even know how to interact with people, bro. I've seen my
bro. These people grew up on their phone, bro. Like they don't have to go up and actually meet a girl, talk to her, and be like, hey, what's your name? I'm John. They could just,
bro, but you still like the part. I agree with you. But the part that you're missing out on is that when you finally get in contact with this person, you gotta be able to.
Now it's the game. It's like you met in person.
Yeah,
the app is just an icebreaker.
Yeah. So they good.
They still gotta talk about their panties.
Yeah, they good. They good at shooting at shooting from half court. But you gotta make the layup, dog. When you in the house, you gotta make that layup.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They got computer programs doing this stuff for you now.
Shoot,
I saw this dude. He had like a computer program, literally swipe right on an entire city, right? And then he went back, filtered from there, and had a computer program literally message all the women, bro. Like he literally had it down to a science.
So Mel, when was the last time you used a dating app?
Probably like 2015 or 16 for me.
So we can't even go off the metric then, because I was gonna say like apparently there's a big disparity on men not being selected versus women obviously being more selected than men.
I'm from a different generation because like I used to be on that shit and I would get my I would like on Twitter like swiping and then just being like, oh, she messed with me too. I would never message nobody, bro. Like I like to meet people in person. So
that just builds your confidence, huh?
Yeah, like damn, she messed with me too.
It's a dopamine hit.
Yeah, exactly.
I would just never message them. Like I honestly never knew what to say. Hey, how you doing? Like I don't know what the fuck.
That's what we said.
But now I'm better in person though. Like in person, I can go walk up. Hey, like what's good? Like,
you was a versus OJ saying, but
yeah, definitely.
But what was your second part to that, Darnell? Because you said that
they're not having sex and then
they're having sex, so they're going for the younger dudes.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's like those are actually people that are actually having face-to-face interaction with, so they're actually building some type of emotional bond with them. Like we said, hey, motherfuckers don't know how to talk to people outside of work now. So
I agree,
right? So like, who are these women talking to? They're talking to students. They're literally having
bro.
Them.
So I need to go spend some more time.
And then damn, next thing you know, hey, I want to bang this boy.
I gotta sign up for PTO.
Conference, man.
Yeah, they just had one the other day. I missed it. I gotta sign up.
Fucking up.
Man, you guys trying to get some premeditated cooch, dog.
I gotta make sure my son good, bro. I can't help him. I gotta make sure, man. You know, I gotta be a good man, bro. I gotta be present.
Be mess around and be like,
I like that.
With Lori Harvey.
No, I can't.
Yeah, but, I mean, like I said, that's my theory about like why I guess these women seems like there's gonna be a rise in women sleeping with these boys.
I never thought about that, dog. But you're right. A lot of these women, if they are hanging around these boys and they're not getting the interaction that they want, they kind of can control the class, right? They kind of can control the dynamic of what we do today. Then you got the class clown who cracks a couple jokes and is like, I could see why they would. No, it's wrong. Once again, it's wrong.
Even still.
But the thing is, like your emotions are your emotions, bro. And if that's the only people you're talking to on a day-to-day basis, and that you're able like to halfway open up to, as unfortunate as it is, it does lead itself into these kind of things.
Damn.
I'm trying to put myself in that scenario, and every time I'm like, bro, I don't see like wait, who make the first move? The little nigga.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
she do.
Who initiated touching who first? You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the real, when we talk about talking to women, you establish that first physical touch. You know what I'm saying? That let them know like, hey, this where we're going with it. Who did that first? Was it the teacher? Was it the student?
Her. It was her. She probably did some kind of
Because
cheap
as a
kids.
15, 16, 17-year-old boy, you're not finna. That's a grown lady, bro. You're not finna like grab her ass and then like, oh my bad, that was an accident.
Damn, bro. That was...
I don't know, but you met OJ?
Yeah. But I met him as a grown man. I don't think he was fucking with no teacher.
I was messing with some.
Damn, bro. You
trying to air myself out, bro.
You gossiping,
Hell no.
What you was messing with, OJ?
No, man. I wasn't messing with nobody, dog.
I know you wasn't.
Yeah, nobody.
You was one of them involuntary celibates.
Oh, okay. Now you take a shot. It took me a second, but one thing I wasn't. I think the longest. I mean, from the time when I first got something, it probably was like 3 months was the longest time I went since then.
Yeah.
Damn, bro,
well, let's keep this on the trauma.
Let's
keep this on the trauma aspect.
Oh, so, yeah, my bad.
So Darnell said it earlier, or he started to talk about it earlier. I was asking him to expand on it. How could this lead to trauma for the child? For
the school teacher?
No, not the school teacher. Fuck the school teacher.
The situation.
Quite literally.
I'll say yes. The after everything's said and done,
I think his view of
the fanfare around it, just the circus that surrounds stuff like that. I think that's more traumatic than the actual act of the lady having sex with a 16-year-old.
What's more traumatic?
The actual getting caught and then having
getting caught and having to talk to people, having your parents, have to talk to you and ask you what's going on. And the thing is, invariably, if it's a boy, your dad's going to have a completely different reaction than your mom.
Yeah. Well, most of the times in these situations, when it comes to legal matters, they try to keep the child out of it as best as possible, name-wise, social security, all of that. And as far as people interviewing them, they give them a guardian ad litem. So
yeah, but at the school, they know who they know.
Yeah, but at the school, they're gonna know. In the streets, they're gonna know, bro. It's not necessarily.
But who gonna really at school? Your boys ain't gonna be like, you was fucking Miss Krabappel. Come on, man.
If she ugly, if she was ugly, that girl.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. All the ones we see on TV, they're cute. The teachers are halfway cute,
if
but
you smashing that little ugly teacher that nobody likes.
Yeah, bro. If you make it like the 6-year-old lunch lady, then hey, that might be.
She catching if it's ugly, you gonna have to give her more than a statutory grape charge. She getting a realistic.
That's attempted murder.
Charge. Yeah, that's attempted murder. She bribed.
That's aggravated assault.
I think where the trauma actually comes from, dog, is
kids talking. Hey, kids talking to their parents about having sex with their teachers would be wild.
Well, some parents find out because they go through their kid's phone and then they go through the phone. And like, who the fuck
that's them finding out through third party, since you're a third party. But imagine your son coming up to you, what the fuck, Mel?
Yeah, I'm not even wanting him to talk. I mean, I want him to.
Yeah, I saw that little.
Did you see that?
Thumbs up.
Yeah, how you do that thumbs up on your screen, Mel?
Oh, because I'm on my phone. That shit do it with the iPhone. You can do the heart shit too.
That's crazy.
You can do this shit and it'll. I don't know, bro.
I look dumb as hell right now. But you say, but what I'm saying, what kid gonna be comfortable enough to go talk to their parent? Be like, hey, look, I've been. See, there go right there. I've been me and Mr. Krabappel been going at it for the past couple of months.
I don't know, man. I seen a movie.
What would be your reaction to that?
At that point, you got to tell the authorities now, because now you got the hot potato. So it's like shit.
Do you tell the authorities, or you like you go to?
Got to now. That's the thing. If something happened, right, and then my kid tells hey, I told my dad. Then I'm
right away.
So I got to tell the authorities.
I'm texting his mom right away so she can get on it.
Hey, niggas will snitch. That's true. It'd be your own boys. Like, man, I wanted to smash.
Yep. T Grizzly got a song about that.
What they heard at school. Okay. You saying that the friends, so the hating nigga snitch to their parent, and then the parent go tell. Got you.
Oh, and little kids is fucking dumb, bro. They just talk. They be like, like he gonna tell his best friend, like, yeah, I just fucked what's the name yesterday, and then he gonna tell. There's gonna be a whole rumor, and somebody gonna hear. One of the teachers gonna hear. They're gonna have to report it.
Literally.
Yeah, we take things at face value. Thank you.
That's what we do. Words have meaning.
Well, what I was trying to say, what a trauma
I've seen one case where they filmed it, and that's how they got caught.
Fuck me.
No, that's just
go ahead, OJ.
No, cause when you do it, ain't gonna yell to the camera.
You was about to change the topic. Go ahead. I know you were.
I'm just saying where the trauma comes from is his relationship with sex now. You gotta realize this is probably the first time he's interacting with a woman sexually. So he's messed up his relationship with future women. So he has a whole chain of women he finna mess up.
Yo, what was the name of that? What was that Adam Sandler movie where he had sex with his teacher and then they had a kid? There's something, my boy, or
that's my boy.
Yeah, that's my boy. I think that's the name.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't he a grown man going back to like first grade?
No, you talking about little.
You talking about
Big Daddy? No.
Billy Madison.
You talking? Yeah,
Billy Madison.
Okay.
That's my boy. Where he had sex with his teacher. Teacher got pregnant. They had a kid, and his kid was a grown man now, was a child star, or whatever. And or he was a child star.
Dang, that movie is so random, bro.
Yeah, but that's something relate to it because he still was in love with his teacher, even though she was still in prison.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, damn, I forgot about that movie.
Damn, I don't even see that movie even pop up nowhere either. Did it flop or something?
Oh yeah, that's definitely a flop.
Damn. I liked it. Don't remember it enough though.
But anyhow, so you said relationships going out after that relationship will be traumatic potentially because now you're looking for more older women. Yeah,
I just think I'm not sure exactly where his head will go, but think about it. He met a woman at school, at work, so he probably like anytime he go to work now, he probably gonna try to hit on women, or even school. He probably ain't even trying to focus on school because he's trying to hit on on women or even work.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Sound like a stretch.
Yeah, I think if he was already gonna be like that, he was gonna be like that.
Yeah. A dog.
He's just supposed to be a teacher, no? So he probably thinking every woman who he's interacting with, he get a little hazy. So he man, I guarantee these kids probably be on the sexual harassment.
I guarantee you, people are already doing that already.
Doing what?
That's why people get so many sexual harassment charges now, because they be trying to swoon women at work or out in public off the.
Well, you never know. They probably had some stuff happen to them in school. I never tried to talk to no chick at work. I'm lying. I lied so hard.
No, I ain't really never. Most of my jobs been mostly male industry, so I ain't really worked with no women.
Exactly, same here.
So I ain't never really
first opportunity I got.
But look, if you just joined us, it's the It Gets Deep podcast. OJ, shut the fuck up. It's the It Gets Deep podcast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, get into those comments. If you rocking what we talking about, well, not rocking what we're talking about. If you are a part of what we're talking about, I hope you getting information out of this, or you can have information that you are willing to give. Hit the comment so we can talk about it. This is the runoff hour, so everything's up for discussion now, fellas. Y'all got anything else y'all want to touch on or not touch on? Anything else y'all want to bring up in this conversation about trauma?
Sexual shit, but like trauma. I was before I left last night, I went to my son room. He was somewhere on YouTube, but it was about this. I'm assuming serial killer, but like he grew up on this farm where death was like they was killing cows or whatever, on the farm, slaughter the cow, and I guess that conditioned him like death was like, it wasn't that big of a deal, So he ended up. I didn't watch the whole shit because I had to leave, but like I'm assuming he ended up killing people.
Your son
was like, he was in the shower, but yeah, it was on YouTube. Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was like probably about some nigga that grew up as like he got desensitized from killing. Like death was a part of life. Like, so grew up, and I don't know. I didn't finish watching it, but yeah, he was watching it. But yeah, like some people could get desensitized. Like that thing, it ain't really don't mean much to them. Where it's not like that big of a deal to them. Why is R. Kelly up here?
Are you just not seeing that?
I don't want to be next to this nigga.
OJ, what the hell happened, man?
Hey man, I had to get away from behind R. Kelly, dog. Hey man, move now my computer dying.
He's like, oh man. Anything else y'all want to bring up on trauma?
Oh, they said R. Kelly grew up with some traumatic shit too. He was all
I was gonna bring up the R. Kelly shit too if we had time.
Yeah, he had something going on with his mom, bro. It was like, man, that's some weird stuff.
Because that's like a prime example of trauma right there, where he grew up in it and in the trickling down to the young women he was going after. So now, what are those young women doing now? Are they going after young men? Are they going through therapy? Actually, we didn't get into that. How do y'all heal from trauma? Have y'all had a traumatic event? Not something like sexual per se, but like something that kind of like changed y'all.
Shit,
You don't have to explain what it was, but have you had a traumatic event and then have you sought help for it? Have you fixed it?
I went to
tamed it.
3 or 4 therapy sessions, and they were like an hour and a half long, 2 hours long, and it's really good to have an unbiased outside opinion who has an expertise in listening as well as problem solving skills. And when there's 2 parties and y'all feel like y'all have had an altercation, and then you come to a person once again who have all these skills and you talk about your problems, and it makes you realize that, hey, this person wasn't necessarily intentionally trying to do this. This was the perspective they were coming from. And it gives you a whole new light on like problems and stuff. So therapy does work if you have the openness to do it. Now, mind you, I probably won't ever do it again, just because I only want to say that I would do it again if I ever have some problems that's either threatening my relationship or just my well-being. I think I would do it again, actually.
Okay.
Open one of the comments, but the last comment.
First, you have to acknowledge that it was trauma. We sometimes are quick to say that's normal or it wasn't that bad and not understand the impact. So that's step 1.
That's the type of person I would be like, man, it wasn't that bad. I'm straight. I'm good. But
go ahead, man.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna ask OJ a question. I can wait. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Ask.
No, I was gonna say, how did you find like the therapist that you went to? Because I'm doing the VA stuff. I go to them therapists, but I just don't feel like. And one of them I went in person, and then one like I couldn't. The in person shit was kind of. It's only 30 minutes, and then I did the phone thing. I just can't. It's like, bro, it's like it felt like not a job interview, but sort of like a job interview. Mm-hmm. No, I'm like, bro, I'm just ready to get this 30 minutes over.
So what I did, I went online and looked for Black therapists because I wanted somebody who had went through or understand like who I am as a person and what I've been through. And they typically have like little bios and stuff. And I got a Black woman who was married and who had kids. Now, the reason why I did that because I want to talk to somebody who's actually going through life as well. I don't want to talk to somebody who's just like who have all these opinions about things but never experienced anything. Like, hold on, you ain't got no kids, you ain't never been married. How you gonna tell me about relationships? How you supposed to tell me about even who I am? What have you been through to say that what I'm doing is right or wrong? So I want to have somebody with some type of life experience as well as a little older as well, because a lot of wisdom comes from older people. So that's what I would go through. I would go online, and as far as having the VA pay for it, I'm not sure that process actually. But I paid for it out of pocket because I needed it, bro. I needed it. It was a real time in my life actually.
I got insurance through my job too, like that'll pay for it. I got co-pay, but I'm just I'm just trying to open myself up to the idea, and honestly, I'm like with the VA stuff. That's like the first time I ever went to any of that type of stuff, and I just don't like the experience.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
don't understand how they want people to open up for real. Like, how am I supposed to, like, what do you want me to tell you? Like, you asking me questions. I know you reading it off like this paper, and I'm like,
it feel
it's really like I'm
disingenuous.
gonna answer your question. Yeah, and it's like, bro, I don't even. It's not to say that I'm just giving like a real overview of like the answer. Like, I don't really go into detail. I just, and I really, kind of like, yeah, and this, that, but I don't know. I don't really fuck with
I
it.
mean, I think the biggest part to that too is number one. It sounds like you're actually open for healing in whatever area you want to be healed at. It's just you're not receiving that space to actually be vulnerable. And I'm gonna help you out with that, dog. I'm gonna help you try to find somebody who you can talk to just get whatever you need to say out, as well as get some new perspectives on life. It's what she even told me, and what's crazy. I've only met her online a couple of times, but that's how good therapy is. I think is that she says I'm not here to fix all your problems. I'm here to give you tools so when the problem does arise, you can learn how to fix it yourself. And I was like, oh my gosh, like a whole tool belt of just like of things I can say and talk about, and even my how when somebody is trying to be vulnerable with me, put my phone away, and just certain things I can do to help me be a better listener as well as be able to express myself better, bro. Life changer, bro. I'm legit. I'm not engaged without that therapy session.
Bro, I went to a therapist, bro. I got more pissed off than I was going into it.
So I
don't like therapy, man. Like, no, I got more mad. I was angrier after the therapy session than I was before.
You just an angry ass nigga. You got to realize that,
bro. Like, therapy is the exact opposite for me, bro. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing therapy, bro. I'm gonna punch somebody in the face, man. I ain't doing this shit.
Damn, man, you need anger management too.
Yeah, for sure. You need a different kind of therapy, bro. You might need like a boxing gym or some shit.
See, I'd have been through two types of therapy. I'd have been through alcohol, whatever that shit is, SART. And they do that little group sessions, and they was about to kick me out too at the group sessions because they said I wasn't being serious.
Also, it's a joke.
It's not a joke. It's not. I was making it lighthearted for myself so I can get through it. And that's where like you got to find your right therapist. But they had to like sit down with me like, hey, you got to like change. Like, well, okay, let me not fucking be me in a fucking therapy session. Okay, thanks. Now, so I ended up just going into my fucking shell and not getting any resolution.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
When I went to SART too, I just kind of sat there and listened. Like,
I'm just gonna do the assignments. I'm just gonna go ahead and journal, talk when y'all want me to talk, and shut the fuck up. And that was SART. But then, like when I did like relationship counseling, that was helpful too, because you got to say I was wrong, got to say what she was doing, or we can do that better and push ourselves. Like you said, it gave us the tools to make it a little stronger bond and not be trauma bonding. You know what I'm saying?
I like that, dog.
But yeah, Darnell, or actually, I think one thing that's common. Have you ever been around gunshots before besides the military? Like coming up?
Yeah. I used to go to before I went to the Navy was gunshot. Even when I was in the Navy, I'd come home and that shit was getting shot up.
You go to a party and somebody you be
filming every somebody. Party getting shot up, bro.
Yeah,
every party getting shot up.
Every weekend. Like that's how the party was ended.
Bro, that's trauma.
Yeah, it's for you. It's you gunshots over here sometimes.
That's not normal. I mean, for us, that's normal, but that's not normal.
Well, it's normal to see. You can't say what's not normal when it's normal to us.
Yeah, that's how it was. Like I talk to my friends about this shit now. It's like, bro, we was like walking through like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, it's over now. Like we good, or like that shit was. It was normal when we were going through it. I'm damned if I go to somewhere now that we're getting shot up. I seen more gunshots in here in Houston at parties than I seen when I was in the Navy. Really.
Yeah, I mean, I think with therapy, and I mean, just we're talking about you talking about Ken with the gunshots. Your normal is your normal until you realize, or you talk to somebody. Your normal is your normal until.
Like what? Say it again.
I'm not saying it again though.
The normal for you is where you.
The normal for you is not the same normal for anybody else. Like me and Mel, we sound like we have some commonalities in our upbringing. But for you, Cam, the fact that you was raised in a dual parent household, you and Darnell has that relationship.
I had to step off sometimes.
You still have him?
I had to step off sometimes. I mean, they would break up and
dual parent with both actual parents.
Yeah, but I'll say I would say maybe about 40%, 45% of us got that.
45%.
My friends when I was growing up.
I guess like from your biological father and biological mother, right? Yes, they have had fathers, but they weren't their biological dad.
One of these days, I'm gonna pull out all these percentages out your ass. You've been saying some percentages tonight.
You got daddy issues?
My friends, there was only one of them that had like both parents.
I'm messing with you, Darnell. Dang, bro. Golly.
I said,
no, man, I can't stand like crack a joke with y'all. Y'all be all mad at me and shit.
Who be mad at you?
Who's mad at you?
Nobody.
Yo,
I apologize, King.
So with that being said, then you said you're talking about single parent versus dual parent. Do you have daddy issues?
I do. I do have father issues. The biggest thing I think now, my father has issues with me, and it's literally one-sided. But it's hard to break. Not generational curses, but it's hard to break a cycle when the water supply above you hasn't been fixed. So it's like I had to cut off. I had to have cut off a part of my life so I can create something new to keep. I can't pass down what I've received.
Okay, where you getting these quotes from, dog?
Bro, I know I speak in analogies and metaphors, dog. I mean, I'm a poet. I'm a poet, really.
What book you reading?
I'm not reading any books.
What book are you reading?
Not as of right now. I'm not reading any books.
What book are you reading?
Bro, wait, are you serious?
The concrete that grew from the rose that grew from the concrete.
That's Tupac, ain't it?
Nope.
And I'm not reading a book. I need to actually read a book. I'm supposed to read 20 books by the end of the year. But I guess what I'm feeling is what I've been. I'm
gonna assume that's a typo, Dontrell, because that's Cam. You forgot that's Juice 100.
It's Juice 100, dog. No, but real time, I'm fasting.
I got that song on my phone, by the way.
That's what I'm saying, Dad.
Huh? No. I got the song.
I love that song, dog.
With you, Dontrell, and me on it.
Love that song. But this is not on topic of trauma. Well, this actually is a topic of trauma. But I'm gonna say I've been fasting. Sweets. I love cakes and cookies and pies and stuff like that. But ever since the baby shower, I hadn't eaten a lot of sweets. And I'm fasting not only to get closer to God, but to pray over y'all too, my friends and family. I think this next portion of my life is going to be big, and it's going to be a lot of things. I'm going to be a millionaire in like a year or so. I want y'all to know that. And I want the people in my life not to change. I don't want to change, but life is going to change. So I'm just preparing myself and my baby's going to be here soon too. So just cleansing myself of a lot of negativity, and I'm praying for a lot of different things and people. So I've been more clear with a lot of decisions I've been making. Just because I've given up something that bro, when I say I would choose sweets over actual food, you give me a steak or you give me like a cheesecake, I'm taking a cheesecake, dog. I swear. It's the fattest shit ever. I'm taking a cheesecake, and it's just so.
You have to take both. Stop playing.
Pause. Hold on. Hold on, dog. Dang. Hold on.
No, I'm taking steak. Fuck that cheesecake.
I'm taking the steak, but like in most
That's
cases,
because I don't really like steak like that. No, I mean steak's alright, but
I'm just saying I have a real serious problem with sweets. Like I'm addicted to it. I would say I am actually addicted to it. That's the only thing that I would say.
Is that your trauma response? Is
go to the bathroom?
Sweets.
Dang, I didn't. I've always known that, but it is. My grandmother passed away when I was in the 4th grade in the same bed as me.
OJ, can you back up? I'm tired of looking at your nose.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, she coming right back though.
Yeah, but she passed away in the same bed as me when I was in the 4th grade. I spent the summer with her, and real quick story. Long story short, essentially, is that I was in the living room. I was scared to sleep by myself, watch TV by myself, and I went to go sleep I went to go ask her, can I sleep in the room with her to watch TV? She's like, yeah. And she was like heavy set woman. So I get up in bed, I'm watching Gargoyles or some shit. And yeah, man. I wake up not even that next morning, but I wake up a couple hours later to my uncle in the hallway pacing. And she said that she gone. And apparently, I'm still a deep sleeper to this day, but she was like screaming for help. And they ended up like getting there, put me back in the bed. They took her to the hospital. Well, she showed up to the hospital. Yeah, so yeah, she died in the same room same bed as me.
Hey, like not to like no bullshit, but like how come like it seems like when people talk about comfort food, it's always like unhealthy shit. Like how come no one ever get like eat healthy shit like celery and carrots and shit to cope?
Well, no, this is just the food that she ate. Like I only cope with the my coping mechanism. That's why I got so chunky, or so I'll say fat is because
fat,
that summer, fuck you. That summer I ate the most I had ever eaten. It's just what it was. Southern black grandma. I feel like I had never even told anybody this story. Actually, it's crazy.
Damn.
I had a Southern black grandma too.
Me too.
So is that when you started? Is that like when it started, OJ?
Yeah, I was a skinny. I mean, you can look at all the pictures. I was a skinny kid up until.
Man, I hate when big niggas say that. No,
OJ. Hey, OJ was skinny though. OJ was always a fat dude.
I was never always a fat dude. Nigga. Even in high school, I was skinnier.
Yeah.
Skinnier.
Yeah.
You hear that?
I mean, I was a skinny dude in high school. I wasn't fat.
Dude, I
was skinny in high school too.
No, what I'm saying is there was a period. There was a period where I got fat. It was a period where my 4th grade, after the 4th grade year that summer, when I got fat, and I was fat from 5th, 6th, and 7th, and then I started losing my weight 8th, 9th, 10th through my senior year, and I got skinny again. But then I started eating again because once again that's my trauma response is eating bad food. So that's why even now, and I subconsciously I pick sweets because eating is my response to stress. Eating is my response to everything. When I'm stressed out,
because I was looking at one of them little. I forgot what I was looking at, but they do say like eating is. Some people choose to eat, some people don't eat. Like I ain't gonna lie, when I'm stressing, I don't be eating shit. Like I go a whole day, like damn, I ain't eat nothing.
That's fucking crazy to me, dog.
That should be.
Yeah, I can do the same thing. I probably eat once a day.
Yeah, I have to make myself eat. Like I realize, like I haven't ate shit all day. I gotta make myself eat. Man, if I'm going through some shit, like,
we know.
Yeah, like, I'll be like, nigga, I need to eat. I'll start eating and be like, bro, I can't eat right now, nigga. I got 2 kids on the way. Like shit like that.
Right now?
I gotta say this.
When I was going through that, like shit. Or nigga, when I was broke, especially when I'm broke, like fuck.
Yeah, them syrup sandwiches gonna get you through it.
No, I can't go back to no shit like that. I don't like sweets like that no more. So that's what OJ meal,
bro. I ain't even. Darnell gonna. I was eating bad, dog. Yeah. When I'm really going through some shit, I fucking eat bad, dog.
Hey, you ever thought about eating like diabetic food?
What's the diabetic food?
You fucking bald fuck.
My cousins be getting on my cousins be calling me a bad bitch because I cook some salad.
Yeah, bro, you better shop in that diabetic section, bro.
But you say your
no
cousin
comment, man. No comment.
Because the way I eat, I had high cholesterol a couple years ago, and the doctors was like, you need to eat more salmon, more fish, blah, blah, blah. So I started eating like that. And niggas would be like, this nigga eating salmon and asparagus. This nigga trying to be a bad bitch so bad.
Bro, that's how you know you're an adult, bro. You gotta watch your cholesterol, dog.
Man, they just told me my shit. I went to the doctor a couple weeks ago. They was like, yeah, it went up. From last year, it's 220. This year, it's 250. I was like, man, fuck.
Damn, man, we getting old, fool.
Damn, we can't eat salmon. We can't eat salmon. We can't eat asparagus.
No,
what's gonna be next week? Lamb chops.
I
don't know what to eat anymore, man.
I eat whatever the fuck I want to eat.
That's trauma right there. I don't know what's fucking safe to eat. It's safe to eat.
For real, man, bro. You see a video? You don't know if you the all red meat diet. Then it's the vegetarian diet. You're not supposed to eat certain nuts and fruits, and it's too much, dog.
Bro, that's like one thing. If I ever get rich, bro, that's what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm gonna set up like a hydroponics, like in these food deserts and shit, and I'm gonna make produce for people, poor people, man. Because that's one thing we don't do. Is we don't eat well. We always eating like convenience store foods and shit. And that shit is full of toxins and preservatives and shit. It's just gonna kill us, man. I absolutely hate the food standard in the United States of America, bro. I went to Norway, bro, and I was eating literally same shit I'm eating now and lost weight. Same exact thing.
Yeah, I agree. Food overseas is way better.
Crazy. I lost 25 pounds eating like shit in Norway.
It tastes different too, though.
Tastes better. It ain't filled with all that book.
Yeah, it's actually real food.
We drifting, by the way, y'all. We drifting. We can start the pod if y'all want to.
Yeah.
You coming to Houston, bro? Oh, you about to eat? You about to eat bad, bro?
In 2 weeks, dog. 2 weeks.
Let me close this out. All right, thank y'all for joining us. That's the end of the podcast. That's the Trauma Bond. Thank y'all for joining us. I hope you had a great conversation. If you're gonna watch this later, make sure you hit that like button, you hit that subscribe button, you share this with your friend of a friend of a friend, somebody that went through a trauma situation, is going through a trauma situation. If you young and you know somebody that's going through it with their teacher right now, tell a parent, be a snitch. You know what I'm saying? Be a hating ass nigga. And get them out that situation because they need help. They really do.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for joining us. That's it. Y'all got closing words?
Oh, I heard journaling was good too. I ain't good.
Journaling.
Yeah, make sure y'all journal.
Hey, suicide helpline. We're gonna put it in the description down below.
He lying.
Yeah, he lying. I don't know that. I ain't part of that.
What, suicide prevention?
Lobby got a song about it, bro.
What the fuck we talking about? What we talking about, man?
Dude.
I gotta do it. God dang it.
Now you got
sometimes people can't deal with their shit, bro. See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. We can't no safe space for nobody, bro.
I was just saying that nobody gonna put